Hi, let's go over your homework for Module 4, which is diatonic scales, and in particular, major scales. Your first question, number 1, it says write the following major scales, ascending only, so you're only writing them going up. Don't forget to mark those semitones with a slur. Remember that you have semitones between the 3rd and 4th degree of the scale and the 7th and the 8th degree of the scale. This is also an excellent way to make sure that you're comfortable with how you're going to beam notes and how you're going to work with your key time signatures. You're going to use accidentals, which means that there is no key signature, and add the appropriate bar lines in rests to make the timing work out. So the first one, A, the scale of B flat major in quarter notes and in the key of 4/4. So don't forget, you're going to have to add some bar lines. Then you have the scale of E major using half notes. Your time signature is 3/2, so you're going to have 3 half notes in each measure. The scale of A major using eighth notes. When you're using eighth notes in 4/8, you can group all 4 of your eighth notes together, or you can beam the 4 eighth notes together. The scale of G major with eighth notes, and you can beam those together as well, or you can do each beat. The scale of E flat major using 16th notes. In that case, you're going to be beaming all of your 16th notes together. Now the next page is page 55. Here you're going to write your major scales descending only, so you're just going down. Again, you're going to beam your notes correctly, and you're going to use accidentals and mark the semitones with a slur. Remember, the semitones fall between 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 in a major key. And of course, you're going to mark the semitones. It's really important that you check and make sure that you're doing everything that you're asked to do. In an exam situation, you'd be amazed at how many marks people lose just because they haven't read the instructions carefully enough. So here you're writing the scale of A flat major using 16th notes, and in 4/16 you can beam all of your 16th notes together. The scale of D major using quarter notes. Be careful, because this is 4/2 for your time signature, right? That means you have 4 half notes in each measure, which is also 8 quarter notes. The scale of E flat major using 16th notes. Number 3, write the following major scales ascending and descending. When you're writing a major scale ascending and descending, it's a really good idea to start with your first note, then write the note that's 8 notes higher, the highest note, in the middle of the bar or in the middle of the line, and then your note at the end. And then it'll help you a lot with your spacing to make sure that your spacing really does work. Again, make sure you're beaming your notes correctly and you're using accidentals. Don't forget to mark the semitones, and triple check your work to make sure that the timing is right. The next page you have is page 58. Technical names. Write the 3 primary notes for each of the following keys. Use whole notes and remember to include accidentals if necessary. So you're going to write the Arabic number under each note. Remember that the primary notes are going to be your 1, 4, and 5. Page 59, number 5. Give the letter name for each of the following. So remember, you really need to know those technical names. So memorize your tonic, supertonic, mediant, subdominant, dominant, submediant, and leading note, so you can find these notes fairly easily. Be careful, because sometimes you're going to find that the note that's being asked for may have to have a sharp or a flat. Okay, so double check it to make sure that you know if it should be sharp or flat. Name the major key for each of the following. So in the example that they've given, E is the mediant of C major. In C major, the third degree of the scale is E, which is the median. Number 7, name the major key and underneath each note write its technical name. Not a problem, right? And then we're going to move to page 62, where it says number 8, name the major key and write the tonic note on the staff using whole notes. Remember that the tonic is always the first degree of the scale. When you have sharp keys, the easiest thing to do is go to the last sharp and go up a semitone. When you have flats, just ignore that last flat and that will give you the key. Name the major key and write the dominant note on the staff using quarter notes. The dominant is the 5th note, and number 10, the subdominant, is the 4th note. Number 11, write the major key signatures in the treble clef. Don't forget to draw your treble clef at the beginning of each of these lines. When it's a flat key and you're asked to write the key signature, you're going to add a flat. For example, the key of A flat major is going to have B flat, E flat, A flat, and then add one more flat, which would be D. For the keys that don't have a flat in front of it, you know that it's going to be a sharp key. For major keys that use sharps, just go down a semitone. For example, F sharp major, if you go a semitone below F sharp, you're on E sharp. That's going to be your last sharp. So the key of F sharp major is going to have F, C, G, D, and E. Be very careful where you write your sharps and flats, because if they're incorrect, I will mark them wrong. In other words, if it should be higher or lower and you've put it in the wrong place. Let's move on to page 63. Name the major key and the technical name for the note for each of the following. That's kind of tying together everything that you've been looking at. Number 14, write the major scale indicated by the key signature. Ascending only, beaming the notes correctly, and use note values that are the same as the unit beat. Write the correct Arabic numbers under each primary note and add appropriate bar lines and rests in the last bar. The note values that you're going to be using, or the unit beat, are the ones that are the bottom numbers of your time signature. Hopefully you'll have no trouble with this, but please, if you have any trouble, let me know, and I'd love to answer any questions that you might have at Theory Club, or by email, or by phone, or at your lesson, or however it works for you. I look forward to receiving your homework, and once I receive it, I'll get it marked and get it sent back to you. Bye.